So today for the official movie review, I watched Disturbia featuring... And at first, I was just going to laugh at it because mostly this is just basically a documentary of a teenage boy. If you've ever lived with a teenage boy, this is exactly what they act like. They're going to eat weird shit. They're going to do weird shit. I have a 20-year-old brother. I can vouch for that. It's like the last 10 minutes that kind of make it scary-ish. But I'm going to be super honest, I probably would have gotten murdered because for the most part, I understand where this man was coming from. If I knew a whole group of teenagers was staring at me through the window, like at all times, I'd be pissed too. It would probably do weird shit to make them question life. But apparently, I was very wrong. Because he did turn out to be a serial killer. But on to the important part. I have a lot of questions regarding his murder house. Number one, did he build his secret dissection room himself or did he hire a contractor? Because frankly, this is a very specialized room. And I could be like, okay, maybe the contractor thought he was building a bathroom, but considering there's no toilet, I would have a lot of questions. Just as a general contractor. Number two, he has 4 of those big-ass deep freezers that you can get from the Lowe's. The kind you can specifically fit a dead body into, because every time I see him when I go in the Lowe's, I was like, I can fit so many dead bodies in that. Or this couple of guys that tried to freeze that Sasquatch costume like 10 years ago and it was on CNN. But anyways, how does he get enough ice to fill those? That's a lot of fucking ice. And how does he maintain all that ice? Does he get a delivery? Does the Iceman have to bring it into his scary dissection room? Is he buying it from the store? Does he have one of those commercial ice makers? And then he has to maintain all that ice. I mean, sublimation is a thing. Moving forward. And here's where I want to call OSHA, or the building regulators. So in the crawl space / basement of his house, he has dug 6-foot trenches into like a maze to hide dead bodies, right? Now, as you can see, he went around the floor joists / pylons. And I'm thinking theoretically, yeah, he might be able to do that and get away with it. But as you can see on the bottom, underneath this fucking weird-ass maze is this board, and underneath the board is a pond full of water that he keeps even more dead bodies. I guess it's a puddle. Okay, a puddle of dead bodies. My question is, how far does that puddle go, and how long has it been there? Because we have standing water under a structure now, and eventually all that dirt is going to erode away. I mean, eventually your floor joists are going to give way. This whole house is a ticking time bomb of just collapse. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It wasn't very good, but I was very entertained, and it also made me think about my brother. But then one solid point's coming off for his shoddy craftsmanship. If you are not a trained contractor, I do not recommend you do your own foundation shit. And one more point, because Rihanna has a song called Disturbia that came out like 2 years after this, maybe 3, but she wasn't in it. Okay, bye. Bum, bum, beat, bum, bum, beat, bum.